Hi, baddies and lovely friends. Welcome in to Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. Today, we're going to be doing a May predictions. Help, it's May. We're going to find out all about the vibe of May. So, I'm really glad all of you are here, and I hope you're doing well and taking good care of yourself. As you see before you, there are 3 skulls. These are going to be your psychic linking objects. Now, a little secret is there are charms inside each skull. So there's a bit more than appears to the eye. And May is a bit like this. So it'll be a surprise. Now, I will be pulling cards as I go as well today. So I will insert a video for those of you who need more time to see which group you're drawn to. Now, if you're drawn to more than one group, there may be more than one message here for you for May. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies and lovely friends on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, Group 1, all of you who selected the pink skull, this is going to be your reading all about help, it's May, your advice for May, your May predictions. Now, we're going to get your charms at the end of the reading. All right, so it's going to be a super surprise. So let's get into it and find out what cards come out for you. All right, so we're going to go first with the Mystic Martian Oracle deck. So tell me, what is up for my group 1 for May? What is up? May is a very weird vibe. Y'all, there's a strange vibe. We have so much going on astrologically, and Pluto has gone into the microwave, and we just have Gemini and Uranus. So let's see what cards come out. These 3 cards seem to be calling. Okay, I'm not taking the reversals here. So we have the Kabbalah Tree of Life, Integration, Life Lessons, Emanation. This is a very life-affirming card. So really beautiful. I love that. I love that. We have Blue Avians, Philosophy, Releasing Karma, Mysticism. Oh, that's beautiful. Very beautiful energy. I hope you guys can see your cards. We have Syrians, Artistic, Integrity, Honesty. Okay, we got a very good vibe going for Group 1. Are you a Pisces? You may be an air sign here as well. Aquarian vibe. Also rooted to earth here. Getting very grounded in May. Might be some reality checks for you in May that make you super uncomfortable. And it's not just being uncomfortable. It is knowing things you don't want to know. Okay, and having to find a place of balance with it. It is maintaining your integrity during very difficult times. Finding ways to process, not necessarily absorb, but process truth without it becoming your identity, without absorbing it into your substance, if this makes sense. Okay, and it feels like for some of you, you may begin a very deep journey within. You may have already begun this, where you're it's almost if the struggle outside yourself demands that you go within in order to the words deal with come to mind, but there's more here. I'm seeing a school. Some of you may be having trouble like with your child's school or your school. There's something about school grounds here. I got to tell you, what I'm seeing is not great. Okay, so I need all of you to be safe. Okay. If you're having issues around school, just be cautious about that. Okay. There may be issues around education as well and communication for you in May. There may be struggles to communicate clearly the things that you have come to know that you would rather not know. You may feel this urge to speak about some things, but struggle to express, struggle to communicate more deeply those things. There's a deeper level of soul communication going on in May here, and it's providing you a kind of clarity that allows you to release karma. This is deep work. It's life affirming work, but often life affirming work can be very difficult. Okay. We have black obsidian, carries a calming and positive energy that can help you remember to look on the bright side of things. If you don't have an obsidian, you may look into getting a black obsidian, just a small little crystal to carry around, or work with one if you have one at home or what have you. It may help you just keep your energy kind of in balance throughout the month as you're going through some deeper awarenesses. And I feel like these deeper awarenesses may lead you to places of inspiration. As you ground more into your, I want to say the word reality is coming forward, but it's so much more than that. It is grounding into this kind of a multidimensional awareness that you're being a creative being in this reality shifts things. It isn't meaningless. It does have effects. Okay, it's very important, group one, for you to understand. Oh, we got a blob. It's too big of a blob, so let's take the bottom one. We have someone is doing baneful magic on you. Okay, so you may be feeling this, you may have felt this, or you may feel this in May, like someone is trying to cast on you, someone is trying to do work on you, causing unexplainable body numbness and body pain. Okay, so you may be feeling that. This is from a different deck. I'm not gonna, it's just a card here, Two of Wands, so but I'm not gonna take that. So you may be having like distractions. Okay, you may be feeling off. Now this could be someone sending you hate, someone talking trash on you, someone not wishing you well. And part of this could be you becoming more aware of the people in your circle, you becoming aware of that thing you don't want to know, that someone close to you may be a hater. Someone close to you who says they're cheering for you may be wishing on your downfall. And you get all this positive energy going, you get this deeper awareness going, and then the awareness is bringing truth. Truth you don't want to know. But you need to. When you ask for change, when you're on the journey of growth, there are truths we have to know in order to do the things we want to do, in order to move forward in life. And some of you have a truth that you have to face. And it may be someone close to you that doesn't have good intentions. And it's just time to deal with that. And it could be somebody who's doing work on you. Okay. So let's talk more about that. We're going to get into Lilith's tarot here. Tell me about the work here or the hate here. Tell me about this person in May. Tell me about the energy here. Tell me about this. I'm seeing someone with fire coming out of their mouth. So I feel like they are talking angry. They're talking hate. They're just spewing nonsense. And I feel like here you are, like almost in this just airy, almost fey, lovely energy, healing, doing the work. And of course, you get yourself a hater. You get yourself someone who's been hating on you. For some of you, this has been for years, and you've either willingly denied it, because sometimes it's easier. Let's just be real. Sometimes it's easier to willingly deny people around us who hate us, because it's easier just to love on them, right? We have the Knight of Cups here. Tell me more. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups. Oh, is this person lovey-dovey? Tell me more. Is this person lovey-dovey? Knight of Swords. Tell me more. They may be a water sign. We have the Seven of Wands. Okay, I feel like this person may come across as very giving. They may seem like a giver. Okay, they may appear to be giving. So they may give out of wanting to get, if you know what I'm saying. There's a motive here. And I feel like a lot of people may look at them as a very compassionate person. You may even look at them as a very compassionate person. But underneath it all, their words can be harsh. They're actually very smart. They're very quick-witted, they're very intelligent, and they can be very hyper defensive at times. We have Judgment, and they're very extremely judgmental, and they have judged you harshly. You have done something that was not pleasing to this queen. All right, perhaps she gave you something, perhaps he did. It could be either it's not gender, it's energy. Perhaps they gave you something and they felt like you were not grateful, and ever since then they have been mad, and this comes to a head in May, or you become aware that they're mad about it, or something like that. Tell me more. Oh, we have several here. We have the Three of Wands here. We have the Sun. We have the Queen of Wands, and we have three. We have the Three of Wands, the Three of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Wands and the Sun. Okay, so here's the thing. I think for you, things are very positive. Okay, you're in this Queen of Wands energy. That's what it feels like, and the Sun. You're just doing very positively, working on your stuff. And you're being judged for not being like the old you. Perhaps when people gave to you, you were just, almost groveling. Perhaps you were an overgiver, and someone here is like, well, I gave you this little bit and you didn't come over and clean my house. I gave you a cookie and you didn't build me a house, kind of situation, if you get my drift. The gratitude thing. Someone doesn't feel you're grateful enough and they've judged you harshly, and so they're speaking with the mouth of fire about you. But here's the thing. You're on fire. You're the Queen of Wands. There's a lot of positive energy around you in May. So this person is really hating on the shift in your energy, because it's almost as if you're leaving this person behind. and they're mad and they're judging you on it. They're watching your work. They feel the plans being made. They feel the shifting, and it's very positive, and they know they can't come with you because you've already left the building energetically, and it makes them mad. It makes them mad, my friend. Oh well. Oh well, you're just gonna have to get happy. You're gonna have to get you some happy pants and move on, sister, because you, my friend, got other things to do. You're working on bigger moves, bigger things. You might be a Leo with this Queen of Wands card because she's got her lions here, her sun. You have this card, the sun, that's a Leo card. It can be other fire signs. You could have some Sag here. There's also water, we have other signs here, but I'm picking up on a lot of fire, a lot of movement. Tell me more. This card wants to come out. Repel, garlic. I feel like in May, this kind of energy here, it's not even that you're repelling it. You literally are in a different energy. It's almost like there's two timelines coexisting. And you have this one right here that's just hating, mad, you didn't do whatever, you weren't grateful enough, da-da-da-da. And here's you over here doing your thing. You don't even know what's going on. You don't even know what happened. And for real, it's not... You don't care, but it's not malicious. I don't care. I didn't mean to. I don't know. I said I was sorry. I said I was grateful. I said thank you. I don't know what else you want me to do. I'm not going to grovel. That's it. I'm done being overly grateful. I'm done. My groveling days are over, and people don't like that. They feed off of that. You got rid of some parasites, didn't you? You got rid of some people that don't deserve you. Ooh, aphrodisiac. Chocolate. We have honey, ambrosia. Ooh, some sweetness, some positivity, some happiness, some stuff. Well, what is happening for you? What is the sweetness? What is this? Honey. You may be a foodie. You may be really into food in May. You may be cooking some sweets and things like that. You may feel like you want to eat more sweets. You know what? Treat yourself. Treat yourself in May. Go out and move your body and eat the chocolate. Listen. Don't fall for this whole thing about, you have to look a certain way or be a certain way. It is time for authenticity, babe. Move your body, eat the chocolate, wear the clothes, wear yourself the way you want to. I think it's time we all have come to realize that life is very precious and we need to do what we want to do. Okay, so do you enjoy your life in May? And I know that is a tall order because the world it's like what I don't know if you remember or you know about the car races where they take their race cars and they bash into each other. I don't know what those are called. If y'all know what those, I forgot what they're called. Okay, it's not coming to mind. But that's what I'm seeing, like where we just bash into the cars and destroy them. That's kind of the world right now. Just bashing into cars, into each other, and destroying everything. And they're really, notes are taken for later. That's the kind of thing. So it's important to enjoy your life as much as possible and understand how precious it is, because I feel like we're learning the value of being human. That our value is not our paycheck. It's not what we do necessarily for work. We're valued because we are alive and we are human. and our life's work will change. So we got to get real about that. And part of that is accepting our humanness. Your imperfections are what make you a person. If we all start looking alike, we have lost our humanness. So love yourself. And listen, I'm Gen X. I got all the stuff from, all of the, social conditioning about all that, how you look, how you present yourself, food, and that kind of thing. But we have to learn to accept ourselves authentically. And it feels like in May, it's very important for you to enjoy the food of the season with summer coming in. Enjoy yourself. Have some chocolate, have some honey, have some garlic. Have it all, babe. Enjoy your life. Enjoy some sweetness. It's really going to get you into more of a sensualness of your nature. Sensuality is about enjoying your senses, enjoying the wind on your face. Go take a bath. Go for a swim. Eat your most decadent piece of cake or your best steak or your best, if you're a vegetarian, you want to eat like your best, I don't know, when I don't eat meat, some of the things I like to eat are like tacos, like meatless tacos and things like that. So, enjoy yourself. Smell some flowers. It's great to smell a fresh flower. Have you ever smelt a really fresh, beautiful flower, like a penny? Oh my gosh, I'm probably saying it wrong. But it's beautiful. It's lovely. Let's get some word on your money. Tell me about this money for May. Oh, that just came out. We have 2. Debt reduction and time management. Ooh. We may see some reduction in your debt in May. You may be working on reducing your debt. And it seems like you may be getting a handle on your time. You may have not had good time management in the last few months. And listen, it's been difficult. Time's been weird. It's been slipping around like a slippery slope. So you may start getting a handle on your schedule, on perhaps you have some chaos going on in your life, like with your house or things being a mess, things, your finances are kind of everywhere and whose isn't, and time management is everywhere. And it feels like in May, you start kind of getting a handle on things. You kind of start reining those things in and feeling a little bit more in control of it. And that can really make you feel accomplished. It can make you feel a little bit better about the situation, even if the situation isn't what you want. We have financial freedom. Yeah, I feel like this may be a true goal for you, getting free of this debt. And I got to tell you, just take it one day at a time, for real. Just take it one day at a time and be willing to see solutions where you couldn't see them before. There may be more solutions there than what you know. And, if you're magical, you need to work it. You need to work it more often than what you think. If you're in debt and you're trying to get out of debt, you should be working and praying and doing your thing all the time. Some people say every day. You should work it until it works, until it blossoms, until you do your thing. And if you get spiritual information from your spiritual guide, your ancestors, God, angels, whoever you deal with, okay? You should, if it's safe, sane, all that stuff, legal, you should do it. If they say, you need to do, you need to start saving $1. When you have an extra dollar, put it in a box. When you have an extra dollar, put it in a box. You may be thinking, oh, what's $1? Well, if you do that enough, you might have $100 before you know. If they might say, put all your change in a box, in a shoe box, put it all in there. And before you know it, you may have $50. And that $50, it might buy groceries one day. You just don't know. I have done this before. And I'll tell you, we had a snowstorm and it locked us down unexpectedly. And I had money for unexpected groceries out of the blue. We had to have like emergency groceries because we were without electricity for, I don't know, it was like I want to say it was almost 2 weeks. It was a long time ago. So you never know. You never know. All right. What does this card say? Unfulfilled. Okay. So I feel like for those of you who are really unfulfilled around your career, around money, around things like that, I feel like in May, with all this other work going on, I feel like you're going to get clarity about where to go, what to do with your career. And it really has to do with you letting go of a lot of this negative kind of drag on your energy and being willing to see, again, from a new perspective, from a new place. I'm getting a new viewpoint. That's what it is, a new viewpoint. Okay, tell me more. What else does my group 1 need to know before we pull those charms? What else do we need to know? Okay, we have loyal friend, cut off. Let go of what no longer serves you, a wise and supportive friend. So for some of you, there's somebody that you need to let go of. Okay, there's someone that you're going to be letting go of, or you're working through the pain of letting them go in May. And the spirits want you to know. Okay, I think we've talked about that. So let's get into these charms. Are you getting a reflection? I'm sorry. Okay, let's see what you got. All right. Oh, you got the Lilith charm. You got the Lilith charm. You got, what is this? The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, we have an angel. Some of you guys have an angel. We have the Taurus charm, and we have another Taurus charm. So it feels like there may be a Taurus or an Earth sign in, I want to make sure you guys don't have any. Okay, you may have a Taurus or an Earth sign who's going to be very important in the month of May. Okay, also it could be around career, around home. Okay, an Earth sign. It could be Virgo, Capricorn, but feels very Taurus-y. There's a turning of your will, and Lilith or another underworld kind of goddess or an angelic, okay, can be from whatever paradigm of angel, okay, in May is going to be helping you turn your wheel of karma, all right? Now, it feels like this is around home or work. Okay, she's asking me to pull a couple cards. Okay, tell me about this turning of the wheel. The angel, the King of Pentacles. Okay, this is around security. Security, home, business. There's a turning of the wheel. Tell me about this turning of the wheel around security, around home, family, kingdom. We have the Three of Swords, the Magician, and here's the wheel again. The heartbreak, the frustration, the disappointment that you have had in your life. There's going to be a turning of the wheel of karma, okay? And this is manifesting, and it feels very positive. There's a healing here of this heartbreak. We're moving away from this in May. And it feels like this is something you've been working to manifest. You have everything you need, of course, with the Magician. And it's important for you to know this is a balancing. This feels like you have held this for a long time. And it may involve a Taurus, okay? It may involve a Taurus, a Capricorn, a Virgo. And you may have worked with an angelic Lilith or another underworld or infernal energy to help heal it. And you may have been carrying this karma, this energy, this pain, this baggage, whatever it is, for a while. And it feels like in May, all this energy is coming up to help really heal this and move you away, from this into a place where you can finally begin to become more stable and more successful. And I feel a lot of grounding here. Look how grounded this King of Pentacles is. They're just, I'm really connecting with almost like roots in the ground. Like you're going to be able to put roots down finally. Whatever that means to you, whether it's roots in a secure location, relationship wise, stability with money. And sometimes feeling stable with money is feels like success. If you've never had money stability, if it's always been up and down, just being able to count on something is good, because a lot of people are feeling extremely heartbroken and betrayed financially, because all of a sudden all the systems we've counted on as a society and we've actively invested in are failing. And so a lot of us are feeling that. And so I feel like in May, you're going to see some of your manifestations begin to bubble through. Okay. The strength of that is it's going to vary. It's going to vary on your situation. Okay. All right, group one, that is what I received for you. I hope this was an interesting, fun reading. I really enjoyed doing this one for you. And if you made it this far, leave me I always say bird. Leave me honey. Leave me a honey or honeybee down below to let me know you made it this far, from your emojis, of course. And I appreciate all of you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I love to have you as a member of my tribe. I do offer memberships if you're interested. There's a membership button down below. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group two, all of you who selected the Black Skull. This is going to be your reading all about your May predictions. Help, it's May. All right, so keep in mind this is a general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right, so let's get into it and get the general vibe. I'm going to get your charms at the end of the reading. All right, so we're going to pull. There's actual charms in the head of that skull. So we'll see what charms are in there at the end. So let's find out what is going on in May. I'm going to get money as well for each group. So tell me about May for my group two. Tell me about May for my group two. Okay, we have the third eye. All right. Visions, manifesting, meditation. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this. I feel like you're seeing things you haven't seen before. We have mantis beings, enigma, elusive, sensitive. You may be feeling very sensitive in May. We have Andromedans, autonomy, free will, manifestation. Okay, we have Palladians, unconditional love, excitement, laughter. Oh, I feel that. I feel that. I feel like you may be expressing literally your free will more. But I do feel like you're seeing things. I got this in group one as well. You're seeing things you haven't seen before. A new perspective. It feels like your psychic sensitivity is picking up in May. May feels like a very active psychic month for some reason. It feels like quite a few people are going to be more activated. It's as if their psychic abilities are just going to be growing at an increasing rate. So is compassion and empathy, especially for group two. I feel like you may be expressing yourself a lot more. I felt this in group one. You may be pulled to group one. You may be expressing opinions that don't really go with the status quo or your boss or people in positions of power. These people may have a more technical or what's the word I'm looking for? Stoic way of looking at things. They may be more closed-minded than you. It seems to be almost like opposite energies. I feel like your viewpoint and consciousness is expanding past people. I felt this in group one as well. There's a lot of consciousness expansion going on during this Pluto retrograde. People are really going within and examining deep wells of true value of self, what it means to be you, what it means to be authentic, and truly getting into higher self consciousness. Understanding group two, avatar consciousness, and understanding, bringing that in. I'm feeling this very heavy energy of bringing this massive, powerful presence in through here, 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D, whatever you want to call it, okay? Bringing this massive energy through. And really kind of struggling in May with how to go about daily life, knowing the things that you know in your cellular DNA and continuing to kind of like function normally. It feels like group two that you are aware of this massive shifting of society. There is literally a cracking away. There is a massive shift of how we do things. The day-to-day life that we live is shattering. And you may be feeling it. Group two, you may feel a calling, a shifting in your awareness that the life you live and the life that you're called to live do not seem to be, you may be a Gemini, do not seem to be coexisting. You may have Gemini somewhere in your chart, or Uranus may be prominently placed, or Pluto. There may be some kind of talent triangle or aspect here that pulls you to a, like, I'm hearing the channel here is like a grand mission for your life that is aligned with a higher state of consciousness. It is love. It is divine in nature. It is healing and wholeness. And in May, it seems like this is flowing into you in some way, in a way that you cannot ignore. And it brings in this powerful awareness that your life will shift. And it's not as if you have to do anything. You begin to understand that it's going to shift around you. It's going to shift for you. It's going to just happen as you allow these things. It will just happen. You'll be guided and you'll feel excited and you'll want to do different things. It won't be by force. It won't be by I have to. It will just happen. For this is your flow. Now I'm seeing a being here for you, group two. It is white, solid white, and it's presenting in an interesting way. It is solid white and it almost looks like a rabbit, but it's not a rabbit. But it's presenting like a fuzzy kind of rabbit with horns that come out almost like around its head. Okay. It's not scary. It's very pleasant. It's very loving. Okay. And it has this fluffy kind of coat around it. It's very warm and it's telling me, I think it's not showing me completely what it looks like. It's showing me its eyes and it's saying, this is why I'm not showing you. Its eyes are holographic. Okay. And they're kind of hard unless they're shielded for me to see. So they're wearing these shields over their eyes. And it feels like this love energy flows to you. It's very etheric. It feels very light. It feels very Andromedan. Okay, some of you guys are Lyrian. You may be a hybrid. I haven't channeled this kind of stuff, okay? You just may resonate with this energy, whatever this means to you. Some of you guys, this is like angelic. This is an angelic field of consciousness. You may resonate with your higher self being an angel. I see this angel, okay? Now I'm seeing an angel. Okay, this is angelic consciousness, all right, of the highest order. Okay, and this is a masculine presenting angel, and it has several crowns that open into different layers of being. It's very hard to describe this angelic energy that is around you. It encompasses you and it protects you. And I feel in May, you may become more aware of this angelic energy. I feel like for many of you, you may resonate with higher self-consciousness here. This higher self-consciousness, this is you. This is a bridge to what some call oversoul consciousness. You really get into the kind of the sea of consciousness here in May. This is all available for you. This is growth. This is power. This is empowerment. This is understanding. You may receive rapid downloads in May. Awareness of who you are, of this reality and how it bends to your consciousness and your awareness. All right, let's get some more cards here. Tell me more about May for my group 2. Tell me more about May for my group 2. Tell me more. We have the person causing your negativity is an earth sign. Okay, some of you have someone around you who is definitely giving you negativity. Tell me more about this negativity. Tell me more about this. They claim they'll claim I did first knowing damn well they got inspired by you. Okay, stealing your ideas, stealing your energy, envious of your career and the money you make. So you got somebody envious of you, be it your career, be it who you are, be it your energy signature, be it the way you look. This person, it could be a spirit as well that's put upon you. It could be generational that feels this energy about you. But you definitely have someone who is jealous. They may copy you or steal your work. This could be at work as well. And, you know, this feels bothersome. I feel bothered by this. I feel as if I really don't want to deal with this kind of stuff. I really don't have time for this. I really would rather just not. And the thing is that this person, they're in lack. They're in deep wells of lack here. And they don't know how to stimulate their own consciousness, their own third eye. They don't know how to be you. They're not worried about being themselves. They're worried about being you. We have the Hanged One. The thing is, I feel like they're trying to rehash some of your work. They're trying to rework it and make it look like theirs. And it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. I feel like this person could also be copying you. They could be your sibling or best friend. who feels like a sibling. That's got to be annoying. This card wants to come out. These two. We have Judgment and the Apprentice of Cups. Yeah, they could be younger than you or like a best friend who's always competing, which friends that compete can be very annoying. And I feel like they may come off very critical and critical of you. This could be also a supervisor. They could come off very critical of you. Like they don't like your work. They don't like what you do. But the truth is, they do. And they steal your ideas. Some of you have a supervisor who steals your ideas, or a boss. And they tell you it was bad, they didn't like it, and they actually stole it and gave it to somebody. You know, it could literally have been someone cheating you out of money. They're trying to cheat you out of money. Be aware of this in May. If you have online content, you're going to get copycatted. Okay, you're going to get copycatted. If you're doing your work and you're on your thing, you're going to get copycatted. Just know they can't copycat your essence. People are going to know it's not you. They're going to know it's not you. They can't be you. We're going to take that one. They can't be you. Ten of Pentacles. They can't be you. They couldn't be you if they tried. My group 2 is authentic AF, as I say. You got it going on with this Ten of Pentacles. You're building foundations, bringing in real wealth, however you define that. You're not in it for quick money, quick cash, although it is helpful. You're trying to build something generationally. You're trying to make a difference. You're about making a difference. And that irritates this person to no end. Little do-gooder. What are you doing? Doing good? What am I doing? Doing good. That's what you're doing. You need to mind your business. Stop hating. Stop being jealous. Work on yourself. Some of us have been doing the work. We've been doing it for a long, long, long time. So if you're hating on people who've been doing the work, you got to get started. It takes a while to get where you are. You may be like, I haven't been doing it that long. Yes, you have. You've been doing it longer than you think. All that inside thinking, all that consideration, all that self-talk, all of that all counts. It all counts. Tell me about this Ten of Pentacles. Oh, we're going to pull money. Let's pull some money, honey. Let's pull some money, honey. Let's see. Tell me about this Ten of Pentacles in May. Tell me about this Ten of Pentacles in May, baby doll. Are we going to get rich in May? Because we could really use it. We could really use it. Tell me about this Ten of Pentacles. Is it going to be a good month for business? Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Woo! Retirement planning. Okay. All right. Well, all right. Okay, we have continuous learning. Okay. Keep on learning and thinking about the future. Activation. What is this? You are activating your soul purpose and receiving your gifts. Okay. So what you're doing in May is you are investing in your soul's purpose. You are aligning for the future, for a big future. Tell me more. Tell me more about this money. You're learning how to make big money. Investment insight. Educate yourself on investments, research options, consult with a financial advisor. It feels like you're working on big foundations enough to have investments in the future. Okay. Now listen, I'm getting, some of you need to watch your investments. Okay. Okay. Some of you, there may be some serious volatility in the stock market in May, like serious. Um, mm-hmm, I feel uneasy. I feel uneasy, right? All of a sudden, I'm getting like cold. I feel cold. Um, you guys need to be careful with your money in May. There may be some issues with investments. There may be some issues around, I'm seeing like funds for retirements. Retirement funds. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Tell me about this wheel around the money. Around this. Tell me about it. You want me to pull these and that? The Queen of Cups, Victory, the Two of Wands, a Hierophant. So it's going to come out good. There's going to be victory here. Okay? But there needs to be some thought. Okay? There needs to be some leadership. There needs to be some management of funds. There needs to be a willingness to look at your money and take the lead. Okay? And be willing to intuitively lead your money. Be smart about it. I feel like the karma that you, I don't like that word, the baggage, the karma that you're leaving behind is really going to help bring you into a place where you may not have felt this before. It may feel really strange being victorious like this, things working out for you. I don't feel like group 2, you have ever lived your life without this heavy weight that you've carried. So this feeling of victory, this feeling of being in control of your life. And I do feel like there is an acknowledgement of your ability to lead, your leadership, your creativity on the other side of this wheel as it turns. It's as if the tables have turned and you begin to feel the victory coming in. You may begin to see it manifest. And, you know, I want to say it's super happy and all that stuff, but I feel your anxiety about it. I feel nervous about it. And I think as it comes in, I think it's because of the timing. I think for you, the timing feels off. It almost feels like, why now? Why is it coming in now? And I really think that you have to kind of sit with that and just receive. Because there is a higher order to what's going on with you. There's deeper work here. And if you don't resonate with having done super deep work, this may not be your group, because this is for people who have done very deep work, who are pretty humble. And when the good starts to form, it's almost as if they've been in the trenches so long, they forgot what the sun looked like. And it's not that they don't think they deserve it. It's just they've grown almost to love the work. It's time for you to start to feel some of the good things. And I think in May, we start to see that. We start to feel that. And there may be some, I don't want to use the word shame, but it feels weird in the body. It feels different. And for you, it may feel really uncomfortable. And I need you just to ride with it and trust spirit, okay? Because it really is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a lovely thing. It's something that you've actively worked to manifest, is this time of goodness. And I know there may be guilt with it because of what's going on. And I get that, but understand that people who are rising during these times, especially people who are aligned with something that is greater, deeper, more wonderful, and will lift the collective, that's what you're doing by doing the work that your soul is called to do, is you lift other people up. That's what you're going to do. That's what you're doing by doing this thing, okay? Whatever it is. All right. So let's get a few more cards here. Tell me more about May for my group 2. Tell me more about May for my group 2. Tell us more. We have creativity. Use your imagination. Boom. You're so creative. Are you an artist? I sense a little, not a little. Are you Sagittarius? Huh? Are you a Aries or Leo? Are you a Taurus? Are you a Gemini, Aquarius? There's some art energy here. Are you Pisces? In May, if you haven't been doing your creative thing, you need to do it in May. Every human who is creative should be creative every day. You should be creating things every day. Sorry, I got tongue-tied. Being creative helps you be in feminine energy, divine feminine energy. The act of creation itself, whatever it is, helps you stay in divine feminine energy. We have thoughts. Cultivate your ideas. Write them down. In May, maybe it's time to do some journaling. If you're a writer and you haven't been writing, start writing. Whatever your creative thing is, group 2, I'm telling you, do it. The world, just putting it on paper, just putting it out there helps. It's energy. It doesn't, if no one ever sees it, it doesn't matter. What matters is you are putting it in the ether. You're putting it in the world. You're putting it out there. We have soulmates, someone from your soul tribe. All right, so I feel like you may have someone very important in your life come forward in May to really help you get through, a soul searching time. Someone may show up for you that you did not expect, group 2. And that'll be kind of a cool thing, a cool thing. So let's get your charms and see soulmate. Soulmate, dog. There's a dog there. I just noticed it was a dog. They may have a dog. You may have a dog. Okay, you got a lot of charms in there. Pisces. I think this is a Pisces. Yeah, I think that's a Pisces. And let's see, we have a little fairy. We have a cat. We have a possum. We have a Taurus. We have a turtle. Definitely earth energies. We have a mushroom. We have a pineapple. Ooh, money, money, money. We have a scarecrow. We have a dinosaur. We have a flower. I haven't seen that dinosaur charm in a long time. Listen, and you have a pineapple. Okay. Well, pineapples can mean lots of things, y'all, but today it means money. It means abundance. I feel like you're attracting more abundance in your life. And abundance can look like a lot of things. I keep getting pulled to this dog. This person may have a dog. You may meet this person because of a dog. There may be a dog involved, okay? I feel like this, I'm getting pulled to the scarecrow here. There's something about fall. Okay, so tell me about fall. Is that when there may be, I feel like right now you may be working on something that's going to be very prosperous in fall. Although I do think you're going to be seeing some increase here. Do not lose your connection to the Fae. If you are connected to the Fae, be sure to nurture that. Be sure to feed your Fae, okay? Some of you need to feed your familiars, all right? The turtle here. Something's coming in slow and steady. It feels like a nurse sign again. Slow and steady wins the race. I feel like for some of you, they may be too grounded. You may have somebody around you that's too slow. You know, they're not your speed, if you know what I'm saying. So they may be a Taurus here as well. You may find that out that they're just not, it's not working, or perhaps there's a timing issue here in May. Beware of being too late places. Be aware of the time. I'm seeing someone on a highway. I'm seeing like a blue car. It feels like a bright blue car. It feels relatively new. This isn't a highway I'm familiar with. It feels like a highway on the West Coast, West Coast. I'm feeling the West Coast, but I'm seeing the word east. So it could be the West Coast, but an eastbound highway. I need you to be careful on that highway. I need you to watch for overturned tractor trailers on that highway. If you hear about any, avoid. Okay, I'm also seeing a train. So like I said, I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. I'm not saying, I'm just saying that's what I see. So be careful, okay? The scarecrow here. Tell me about the scarecrow. Why is the scarecrow here? Around your home, around the perimeter of your house, like clear your home. And also some of you need to be sure to, especially if you live in a busy city area, that might be busy, if you know what I mean. There might be busy bees. Be sure that every door is locked, okay? Because scarecrows walk around all the time at night. And I do feel with the pineapple here, for some reason, I feel like the more that, what are they saying about the front door? You need to put cover. I'm hearing covering. If you know what I'm talking about, put covering on your front door for protection. Covering in whatever your paradigm is. Okay, this is for those of you who live in busy cities. Okay, cities that are busy, and take that as you will. This is coming from ancestor spirits, okay? And they're not of my paradigm. And I'm just telling you what they say because that's what I honor them and I do. My hands are buzzing. And they're just saying these are the things that I need to let you guys know. All right, group 2. Wow, a lot of information came out. I hope it was helpful for May. I appreciate all of you being here. That was a really informative reading. And if you made it this far, please leave me a dog down below from your emojis. I would really appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I would love to have you as a member of my tribe. I do have memberships. If you're interested, there's a little button down below. And I appreciate you watching. I'm not sure if I said that. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that selected the red skull. This is going to be your reading all about your May predictions. All right, so keep in mind this is a general reading, it's a general session. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right, so let's get into the general kind of vibe of what May is going to bring you. Now, I'm going to open your skull here at the end of your reading, and there are charms inside this little skull. So we're going to find out more about that towards the end of your reading. Okay, so let's scoot all these cards over, and I'm also going to get some information about your money for May as well. So, ooh, we have two cards that flipped over. We have Merkaba and Argarthians. So, manifesting multidimensional perception, attunement, and movement, long distance travel, excitement. Okay. Really beautiful cards. All right. Can I have another card, please? Okay, we have shadow self, denial, projection, shame. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can find out some more about that. Tell me more about this shadow self. I feel like, you may be dealing with some deep issues of self here. Shadow work may be really heavy on the mind here. Tell me about this shadow work. Let me get some cards here. Tell me more about this shadow work here. What is going on in this shadow work with my group 3? Tell me more about the shadow work for my group 3. It feels like this is something that, it feels like there's some kind of blockage here. This could be, I'm getting information around, this is causing some pain. I'm getting like pain. And it feels like it may be vibrating in the body somewhere. Like this may be psychological pain that is coming forward as some kind of pain in the body. We have cedar, fresh woodsy smell, cleanse a new home of its old energies and unwanted spirits while inviting fresh energetic vibes and protecting the new occupants. Okay, you may need to cleanse your space. All right. You may need to be cleansing. We have amethyst, psychic protection, control, spiritual energies while dreaming, and can help with insomnia and nightmares. Okay. You may find there may be you may have trouble sleeping in May. You may feel some heaviness around your house. You may be doing shadow work, and you may find just as you're clearing this energy, there's more heaviness around your house, or this could actually be the heaviness in your home. It may be something that's been lingering for a while, and you may need to cleanse it. You may need to clear it. Tell me more about this. I'm feeling like there may be some bad dreams here. Some of you may need to cleanse your bedroom, clear your bedroom, clean it. If you haven't cleaned your bedroom in a while, clean it. Just the act of cleaning your bedroom, changing your sheets, flipping your mattress, that kind of thing can really help. Just refreshing it. Also, open your windows if you can. Get you some little incense. You can buy incense, around, usually at your grocery store. You can buy just some simple dragon's blood or lemongrass, something like that to refreshen. Cedar is good as well. A lot of times you have to order something like that, but I feel like there may be some heaviness here in group 3 around you, kind of lingering as there is, you have this really beautiful energy, like there's movement here. as if you're really excited about trying to get somewhere, trying to move forward, trying to raise your vibration. And it's as if around you, as you heal, you either become more aware of this heaviness in your home, the heaviness of the people around you, and this may be something that you feel like you just have to take care of. It's almost as if it drags you down, and you may feel a need to start to raise the frequency of where you live. And you may be moving furniture around. You may start cleaning. You may start doing some practices that help kind of open the space up and lift the energy. You may feel a need to get rid of some things. You may feel a need just to kind of like fluff it up. You know, you may do some spring cleaning, if you will, to try to move energy around. And you may feel a need to get rid of some things. Tell me more here. Tell me more. We have keep a protection pouch on you with you. Protect your energy. Don't be afraid to protect yourself. Don't be afraid to protect your energy. Wear your protective amulets, charms, whatever it is. Be sure to pray. Whatever your practice is to protect yourself, especially in May. There is such chaotic energy in the world in general right now because the change is so, well, it's drastic, right? And the energy is just, it's as if those around us in certain positions of power just are whipping the chaos into a frenzy. It's like they're encouraging the chaos, right? And it can be very disturbing at times. So it's really important that we give ourselves, as we can, as much as possible, havens. Our homes, whatever they are, wherever they are havens. And we have to protect them. We have to clear them. And we have to honor them as our sanctuary. And I feel that here. I feel that here. I think in May, you're going to be clearing a lot of the shadow here, the shadow aspects in your life, the things that have been building up, perhaps the things that you have been made aware of that need to be moved out. These things have been brought up through shadow work. Perhaps you've been working on your shadow for a while and you have put off the action, and now the action is happening. We have spying on you is just part of their daily routine. Of course. Business rival, can't stand your grind and hustle. Boy, they don't like the way you move. They don't like the way that you work. Your commitment to the life you have going on. They really want you to stop. They don't want you to keep going. But you know what? You have to. I feel like you are the kind of person where you haven't been given a choice on the grind and the hustle. If you don't grind and hustle, who else is going to grind and hustle? No one's going to give it to you. And you know that. If you are going to rise, if you're going to do the thing, if you're going to survive, it's all you, right? It's you. No one's going to give it to you, right? And so you got to do the hard work. You got to make the moves. You've got to move intensely, move intuitively, move with intention, even when clearing out old cobwebs, right? We have the Knight of Cups. Tell me about this Knight of Cups in May. I just feel like you're really, like there's heavy energy here that you're moving. It's like breaking through. There's a plop. Quite the plop. Let's take it. All these cards look familiar. I shuffle the deck. They all look familiar, though, don't they? We have the Three of Wands here. I shuffle the deck. We have the Sun. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Four of Swords. We have Judgment. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Seven of Swords. You know, I think it's really hard to come back from disappointment and betrayal on a grand scale. I think it's very hard to rise and clean up the emotional, mental, physical, and astral debris from people who take. And I think we learn how to kind of sabotage ourselves from these people when you're treated poorly so much. We learn how to judge ourselves so harshly. We start to believe that's what we're worth, is how we're treated by these people who do not mean well, these people who take. And I feel like in May, the universe, your guides, they're really asking you to give yourself a real shot at healing, at overcoming, at opening up to the possibilities that you could have more, that you can truly heal and recover, that life can be more than what you think it is, that love and success can absolutely be yours, that you can receive these good things, that they are all meant for you. It's very difficult to actually walk into that when you've been treated so poorly. This is hard. This takes so much faith and hope, not just in yourself, but in others. It takes a level of forgiveness of self, because there is self-sabotage here. Self-sabotage learned from others. You learned how to sabotage yourself from childhood. That's part of this shadow work. You're clearing self-sabotage, and it's very, very difficult. It is one of the most difficult things to overcome, is this self-sabotage. The drive to keep going in the face of adversity, in the face of failure, is something that some people will never be able to understand, because they've never had to do it. They've never had to do it. Tell me more about this. There is a recovery for you. There's a time of rest and recovery coming in May. We have the Hermit. You have learned so much from this experience. And yes, it has caused you to kind of go within and look at yourself. You've examined so much deeply about yourself. You've been willing to see how you have led yourself astray, how you have been your own worst enemy. And it really has helped you begin this recovery, begin this healing. It's not easy. We have the Three and the Four of Swords. Moving through it. Tell me more. The Sun here tells me that the positive outcome is here. It's on board, right? But you have to be willing to receive this positivity. You have to be willing to open up. Yes, getting in front of the self-sabotage is part of it, but the other part of it is the willingness to receive. We must open back up to the willingness to receive, the willingness to begin to trust ourselves. Okay, oops, so sorry, so sorry. Okay, we have strength. We have the Five of Pentacles, charity. We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Seven of Wands. Lots of wands. I feel like you don't realize how many people want to help you. There is people who want to help you. There is people who are going to want to give to you. They're going to want to help to balance your scales, okay? I think you've been strong for a really long time, and I think you need to realize that as you go about your journey, there will be people who show up for you. You won't be alone all the time. You won't feel alone all the time. But in order to get to the place where people can give to you, where people can show up for you, you have to be willing to receive. You have to be willing to open back up. And it's very, very hard, okay? I'm not saying that this is an easy thing. When you have received so much heartbreak and betrayal from people, and people have not been good to you, and there's such heaviness, because there is a cloud of heaviness around group 3. And it's almost as if perhaps you've become aware of it, or the cloud has gathered around you as you have worked your path. But in May, it's definitely there. And I feel like there is so much energy gathering. So this could be people. You could be pulling people towards you, opportunities for people to give to you, resources and such coming towards you, for people wanting to help you in your situation. But again, you have to be willing to kind of open up to this to receive it. Okay, let's pull some money cards here, because I feel like money may be like a huge part of this receiving. Perhaps money has been a big issue. It is for a lot of people right now, and it's growing. It's growing. There's a lot of people who are literally living off their credit cards right now because it's all they have. And there are a lot of people who are wondering where they're going to get their mortgage payment from. So there is right now what looks like to people on the outside that they're doing okay. They're actually struggling. There are more people struggling than what you think. Okay, so all right, tell me about this money here. We have partnership and we have business. Okay. Perhaps you're looking for help around your business, your career. Tell me more about this. Someone coming in to try to help you with your career. Tell me more about this. Perhaps an investor, perhaps a mentor, perhaps someone who's just trying to give you some pointers. Tell me more. Perhaps you're getting inspired to start a side hustle. And listen, if you are, do it, okay? If you can start something very low cost, do it. Do it. The low cost option is good. We have career fulfillment. Boom. Pursue a career that aligns with your passion. Identify your strengths and interests. Explore related fields and seek roles that offer personal satisfaction. This is very important. Okay. Seek those things that kind of set your soul free. Whatever in career to make money, that's really important. And now is really the time. If you have a job right now and you want to start a side hustle, I'm feeling group 3 very strongly, especially low cost options. Okay. Low cost options. If your neighborhood needs a dog walker or a babysitter or whatever, consider if you can do that. Any way you can to kind of raise money or start a business, I encourage you to look into it, group 3. Okay. There's some kind of recovery coming in for you. Tell me more about this. Tell me more. We have student. Okay. Some of you, if you are considering getting further education, and listen, this further education can be in different ways, different kinds of education, different kinds of learning. Perhaps you're being guided to take a course or to further reinforce education you already have, or to learn a new skill or ability, or there's some kind of new interest that you have, a hobby or something like this. Those hobbies can lead to new businesses. They can lead to new connections, and perhaps a new connection will be made through those new learned experiences. So don't cut yourself off from things that you might be like, oh, but I don't really want to do that to make money. Perhaps the point isn't to make money, but to bring in people, because we have the hermit here. Perhaps you need to bring in people, networking, and things like that to really help things pop for you in general in your life, not just money and career, but personally. Sometimes when we bring people in, it helps us feel better. It helps us get our juices flowing, if you will, like our passion for life, our new perspectives, our creativity flowing. Sometimes we need that to kind of get the money flowing, get perspectives flowing, to change directions and things like that. So don't close yourself off. If you want to take a little class on art or something like that, do it. Do it. It's going to bring you more than what you think. And sometimes we just need to get away. Learning is good. Perhaps you may be drawn to read about a subject or something like that. Do it. Do it. Do it. If you're a student, I feel like that is a validation of your learning path. All right. Don't give up on your learning. I know perhaps the money is a little bit more tricky now, but don't give up. Okay. We have protection here. Okay, I feel like your guides want you to know that you are thoroughly protected in May. It may not feel like it at times because I feel like you have a lot of heavier energy. You're going through some really heavy things, but you've been clearing heavy things. You've been doing the heavy work, and you are very protected in these next stages in May. We have a lot of cards that fell, so I'm going to take that bottom one. We have faith. You have learned to have faith. So you know that doing all the things you've done, going through all the things that you've gone through, you understand your strength. And I feel like your path, as far as like dedication, I feel like you're very dedicated. After the awareness of the self-sabotage and this kind of leveling up of that, there is a new awareness of your powerful disposition, if you will, with this Hermit card, of how much room there is in your life for possibilities when you remove self-sabotage. It's almost like you feel your potential. You feel it, how it starts to rise in your life. And you understand that you're attracting. This partnership to me feels like attraction. You begin to truly attract positive energy into your life with the sun and partnership. People wanting to come in that are very positive people. Opportunities that are very positive. And some of these opportunities you'll find they may somewhat repeat. through different people, different places. And if these repeat, pay attention. Pay attention. Okay. We have peace. Ooh, how nice. I feel like May will be a overall, and for you, this is huge because I feel like you've had a ton of chaos. Haven't we all? But for you, May feels like it is more peaceful than previous months. Even though May feels very chaotic, I feel like you've had just what the normal chaos a lot of people have felt for you has been thrice fold. Okay, it's been a lot more intense. And we have warding. Okay, so I feel like this is a reminder. You have protection here, peace, and faith, and you're being reminded to protect your space. Okay, do warding if you are aware of what that is. Set up wards to protect your space. If you have wards, be sure to charge them and make sure they're active and nothing has hit them. If you don't know what wards are, you can look them up. They're just basically like little kind of magical objects or whatnot that are charged to kind of protect your space or protect this or protect you in some way. Okay, and you can use different objects and things to do that and intentions. So I feel like this is a reminder for you to check your wards. Okay, but I do feel like May, there's going to be some places, some moments of peace for you in May. And protect that peace. Protect your faith. Don't let anyone talk crazy to you about your faith. Don't let anyone disrespect your faith. Because I feel like your faith, whatever it is, and I don't mean necessarily religion. I mean, what has brought you through? What has carried you from, your darkest place? Don't let people disrespect that, okay? Because it's what has brought you where you are today. All right, let's get you guys your charms. All right, I didn't forget. Did you? All right, that is what is in your little skull. And what do we have here? We have the Cancer. We have a Cancer charm. We have, I believe this is Aquarius. We have the Aquarius charm. So Cancer, Aquarius, and we have. We have a little kitty cat. We have a castle. We have a. Let me flip it. We have. What is that? What is it? It's flipping around. Okay, it's a little witch. We have, a lucky shoe, horseshoe. You're going to have some luck. We have, what is that? Is that a mermaid? You have a little mermaid. Oh my goodness. We have a spider. And, you have a horseshoe and a mermaid. Y'all want to see? Okay. All right, you guys. So all water signs here. So we have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aquarius. We have luck here. I feel like luck is on your side in May. So be sure to take advantage of that. You may have not had a lot of luck. It may kind of freak you out that you may be luckier than you have been. If you're a magical person, I feel like your magic will be popping in May. Okay, so be sure to take advantage of that energy, all right? Because we have actually 2 witches here, 2 witch charms. So I feel like your magic is really going to be popping. Also, be aware if you're in like a magic group or something like that, be aware of gossip. And if you're not in a magical group, I'm also getting be aware of gossip. You may have a Cancer or an Aquarius that you may find kind of speaking about you Also, there's like watery energy here. So there's emotion. You may have some people who are very emotional about you. They may have some very strong emotions here. And with the spider, I'm feeling it may get very complicated in some kind of social group. It may be online, it may be in person. If that's you, that's you. But there is some luck here. And I'm getting black cat. So if black cat is meaningful to you, then take it as it is. We have the castle here and we have the Little Mermaid. There is some kind of meaning around the Little Mermaid for you for May. Okay. Also, some of you may be working on a new place to live, or no, new place to live. Okay. I feel like the spirits want you to know that they see you working on this, a new place to live. And in May, they want to work on helping you manifest it. So work with your ancestors, your angels, God, goddess, prayer, chanting, casting, whatever you do, okay? Work on it with them. Ask them for help. There's something about the mermaid here. The ocean, the mermaid. So if that's a paradigm for you, if that's meaningful for you, please take it, okay? It's not my paradigm, not my business, all right? Okay, that's what I received for you. I hope this was helpful and interesting and fun. I really enjoyed doing this reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it too. And if you made it this far, leave me a skull down below to let me know that you made it this far. And let's see. I appreciate you guys for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I would love to have you as a member of my tribe. I do have memberships. If you're interested, there's a membership button down below. And if you can hype the video, it does help the channel. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies and lovely friends on the other side.